Hello, I hope you are well. I'm continuing my trials of Temu products. So here I have silicone in two parts. You know, we mix them. There's a colored part and a white part. This one is pink and the other is white. You mix until everything is uniform, then you quickly put the imprint you want in it to make a small silicone mold. For me, it's this stone ammonite. Well, here we go. See you in a second. The ratio is 1 part A to 1 part B. It's not complicated and it's in grams. This jar, the white one, isn't very clean. The trip must have been hectic. It's true that Temu packets must be shaken all over the place. So I clean up a bit anyway. And there we go. Yes, it's a bit cleaner. Now there's the question of what I'm going to put in to weight it. So, do I put it directly on top of my scale? No, because the sheet isn't necessarily very clean. Well, this ugly coaster with ugly colors? Yes, but it's useful. Ugly but useful. How much am I going to put in total weight? So each ingredient? Well, I don't know. I'll go on instinct. I don't know what the density of the product is. Obviously, I'm not wearing gloves because I don't want it to stick to my gloves. I hope the product is healthy. I weigh 35 grams of A and then 35 grams of B, of course. Working time is very short, 3 to 5 minutes maximum. So I'd better to not dawdle. As long as the product aren't mixed, there's no problem. But after that, yes, you have to go very fast. So I mix. It's like pastry, you have to be pretty precise. Now everything's nice and pink. I make a ball of this product and flatten in it. Oh, sorry, a little. There mustn't be any white left, otherwise the chemical reaction won't work properly. I smooth out the edges and the middle a little. I'm making small edges because I'm going to use resin. You'll see that it's not easy. It's going to overflow. I'm trying to smooth out as best as I can. And then I apply my ammonite. I push it in a little. Does it come off well? Yes, it sticks a little, but not too much. No perfect, but yes, I'm glad, I'm fine. I pull up the edges a little, trying not to deform my imprint. And then I decided to get a little fancy. I applied this little resin thing there that I'd made with crystals. Well, I shouldn't have done anything else. I also have an amethyst, so I add some little drawing. I'm putting my imprint back on because it's deformed a bit. The mold is still very soft. I don't know how long I've been working with, but it's fine for now. But it's getting a little bit more difficult. Drying time is 15 to 20 minutes. So I'll see you after that. Very soon. In fact, I left it to dry overnight because I thought it was a bit damp. Yes, it was damp, so I prefer to leave it overnight to dry. It leaves a sort of greasy film. I don't know, it's a bit strange. Well, I don't know. So anyway, it's quite shiny. I did this one off camera because I know the other ones a disaster. I didn't get the edges high enough, and then I got it a bit backed. I don't know. On the other hand, it's a very flexible mold. That's not bad. I'll try to fill the one on your left, but I know it's going to be ugly and very complicated to fill, as you will see. I shouldn't have made those little marks, and I should have made the edges higher. I'm going to prepare my resin, and I let it harden, and then I'll put the resin in my drying machine so I can see how well this silicone holds up in the machine. I've got a teeny hole, but that's okay. It's more real. My resin is ready. I'm going to add a pigment. It's the absolutely sublime green from Just For You online. It's emerald green. This time I used resin from Resin Pro. You'll find a list of all the products I use in the description box below the video. Be sure to check it out if you have any questions about what I use. So I'm not someone who particularly likes green, but I've got to say this color is just too beautiful. I really like it. Welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you for joining me. It makes me very happy. I don't know if you have saw the post I put up yesterday, but I've passed the 1,500 subscribers, and that makes me very happy. It gives me heart to keep going. So look at this green. It's so beautiful. I love it. Yes, it's very beautiful. And now, okay, here we go. We're going to pour into the mold on your left. I really don't hold out much hope. I don't know what it's going to do except drip a little bit everywhere, the resin having a life of its own. And yes, it will drip. I'm sure of it. Right. So for the other one, I decided to add a little bit of a golden powder. I think it's a cosmetic powder, in fact. I have it in copper and silver too. It's a metallic powder. Usually it floats in the resin. It doesn't really dissolve, you see. But it's so pretty. It gives absolutely superb highlights. And I love it. And I haven't used it in a long time, as it doesn't dissolve. It's a little more complicated. You can see that the other mold is sinking. Let's put this under it, but if it doesn't sink here, it will sink on the other side. I'm pretty sure. Yes, in fact, this golden powder makes for some very pretty effects. So now I'm going to pour into the mold on the right with the simple imprint, if you will. It should stay in place, but I'm still keeping a very close eyes on it. And of course, I made 3 times too much resin, and I'm even modest. But I could feel it, so I prepared another mold. Well, I've just about fixed my mistakes because the other ones sink everywhere. I'm going to pour the remaining resin into this pyramid mold. Pyramid molds are very practical. You can put several layers inside. I've already got a layer in there that's been waiting for very long time. Really long time. So I'm going to pour the rest of the resin. Maybe that's allow me to finish my pyramid? Not sure. Not sure. I'm not going to the top, so maybe I'll wait until I've got some resin left over to complete it, as long as the colors match. Once it's poor, well, I'll put it to dry. See you in a second. It's 24 hours later, so I let this one dry in my machine. This one I left under cover, normally. As you can see, it's what I thought. It's ugly. I have a little piece of my ammonite. I have little things here and there that are strictly useless. So there you have the best example of a wasted product. It's like that. That's a lesson for me. Okay. And all that are going to in the garbage because there's absolutely nothing I can do with it. It's ugly. It's useless. Oh my goodness. So I have also got my pyramid. So you can see that the powder is back on top. I don't think I really have any elsewhere. Oh, yes, I seem to have a little, if I look underneath, I have a little on the side, but very, very, very little. It doesn't matter anyway. So, I'll wait until I've put on at least one more layer. Right now, take a look at this one. It's stood up very well in my machine, which is a good thing. Very flexible and it demolds very easily, but I should have pushed my imprint further in and lowered the height of the resin, leaving it really on the imprint. Here you see I have a trace. I don't know if I'm making myself clear. Here I actually have the trace when I pushed it in, and that's not what I want. It makes me, you see, it makes me this kind of lip around my ammonite, and that's not pretty at all. I'm going to try, I don't know, yes, I'm going to try cutting around it. It's getting a bit hard. Maybe I'll have to heat it up a bit, because I think I'm going to have a bit of trouble. Because of course trying to sand down all of that part that's overflowing and that I don't like is going to be complicated. I'm trying to make it look like something. But in any case, this two-part silicone works well. No problem at all. The quality seems to be there. The only thing I'd like to remind you of this product is the speed of action. In other words, once you have mixed, you need to put the object you want to duplicate on immediately. Next time, I'll have to push it in harder. I'll have to be very, very careful. Yes, I'll have to push it really hard. Well, that is that. First try. But I was close. Look, if I do this, you can see my nail going through. I couldn't go any lower. I need to learn to control this product. Whether it's from Temu or another manufacturer, it's all the same. This one's a bust. I'm not even going to keep it anyway. We can't recast it, of course, so I'm not even going to keep it. It's useless. I'm filling up my drawers with things like this that I keep, but which are of no interest. So this one's garbage. This one, you see what happening is that this one really deep, and this one's not so much. You really have to be very careful how you make the imprint. It's only the first time for me, but I'm going to try again with this product because frankly it's quite simple. I admit I haven't compared prices with other manufacturers who offer these products, but I will. And I'll let you know the next time I make something and show it to you. I'll let you know whether or not it's worth buying from Temu. As I have already told you, a lot of products from some manufacturer, not all, but some come from China anyway. Well, I'm not unhappy. It's not a masterpiece, but it's okay. I'm going to try to control this product. I hope you found this video useful. See you soon for new adventures. Take good care of yourself. See you soon.